Well, we are here at Arlington National Cemetery. We have bought tickets for their trolley to go around and tour the grounds, so let's get going. Look what I found! Look what I found! Look what I found! So excited!
Hi, I'm Matthew.
And I'm Susan. Together we love to travel.
One of our favorite places to be
is aboard a Norwegian ship at sea.
Good food, drinks, and friends.
Make a relaxing trip indeed.
So come along with us
as we let the sea set us free.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? I'm Sentinel Potter of the 3rd Infantry Regiment, United States Army. Guard of Honor, Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. The ceremony that you are about to witness is the changing of the guard. In keeping with the dignity of this ceremony, it is requested that everyone remain silent and standing. Thank you. Reason. Arms. Port. Arms. Ready? Ace. Pass. On your orders. Post. And orders. Remain as directed. Orders. Acknowledged. Ready? Face. Reason. Arms. Right. Shoulder. Arms. Post. Right. Face. Forward. March. Forward. Halt. All out.
The Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, which you just saw, was awe-inspiring, amazing. Words can't describe it. If you are ever in the DC area, definitely come and pay your respects.
Are you glad I brought you here?
I am. It's very cool.
So our next stop, Arlington House. Now, before Arlington was a cemetery, it was an 1,100-acre plantation owned by George Washington Parke Custis. Now, George Washington Parke Custis was the adopted grandson of George Washington. And George Washington Parke Custis was so enamored of his step-grandfather that when the enslaved workers built Arlington House, it was set up almost as a memorial to him, a second Mount Vernon, with all sorts of George Washington memorabilia, pictures, clothing, manuscripts, even the tent that he used in Yorktown. So George Washington Parke Custis and his wife have a daughter, Mary. She marries Robert E. Lee. They get married in Arlington House, have their children in Arlington House. So when George Washington Parke Custis passes away, the rights to the estate pass on to the daughter. Robert E. Lee never owned Arlington House. Now what he did was administer the estate for his late father-in-law. Now Arlington House is the highest point at Arlington National Cemetery, which made it extremely important for the Union to take control of the property when Robert E. Lee joined the Confederacy. Put a few cannons in front of Arlington House, you have Washington, D.C. at your mercy.
these are the slave quarters, and learned a lot of history about the slaves that lived here at Arlington House and on the plantation.
Yeah, I can't imagine us living in this space, yet alone a family of 10.
Down in the grove of trees for chaplains, that area known as Chaplains Hill, dedicated to chaplains of the Jewish, Protestant, and Catholic faiths, as well as chaplains of World War I of all faiths and denominations. On the driver's side here is Section 7 with 5-star General George C. Marshall, Chief of Staff of the United States Army during World War II, after which he was Secretary of State and Secretary of Defense, authored the Marshall Plan for the rebuilding of Europe, for which he was awarded a Nobel Peace Prize and is the only Nobel laureate buried here at Arlington. Section 6 on the driver's side behind the bush is the Marines Marine, the greatest of all the Leathernecks, the 13th Commandant of the Marine Corps, Lieutenant General John A. Lejeune, from Camp Lejeune in North Carolina, with Colonel United States Senator from Ohio John Glenn, the first American to orbit the Earth, third American in space, and at the age of 77 became the oldest person to take a spacewalk when he flew with the Space Shuttle Discovery. And on the driver's side, the large tree on the corner with a book in front of it. The book is the Memorial for War Correspondents, one of 142 memorial trees here within the cemetery. Of course, war correspondents who went to the front to bring back a story. Section 13 on the driver's side as we cross the road is the largest Civil War section of the cemetery, with over 16,000 Civil War soldiers buried here in Section 13. George Washington Parke Custis is buried here. He was the grandson of Martha Dandridge Custis Washington by her first husband, Daniel Parke Custis. Arlington House, the flag by the house is flying at half-staff. The flag is lowered 30 minutes before the first funeral of the day, raised 30 minutes after the last funeral of the day, and lowered all the way at sunset. The natural beauty of the Arlington Woods is as far removed as we can imagine from the war-torn battlefields of Western Europe during World War I. Those battlefields saw the first major deployments of tanks, artillery, aircraft, machine guns, barbed wire, and poison gas. They were so devastated that the only thing that would grow there were little red poppies. The poppies were observed by Canadian Surgeon Lieutenant Colonel John McCrae, grieving the loss of a friend whose funeral he had just presided over, wrote, "In Flanders fields the poppies blow, between the crosses, row by row," which gave us the image of the blood-red poppies as a symbol of sacrifice, now known the world over. That was the opening line to his poem that he titled "We Shall Not Sleep," now known as In Flanders Fields. I invite you to join me after the tour for a free commemorative silk poppy to remember your time here at Arlington and the sacrifice of the over 400,000 people laid to rest here.
So cool.
So what did you think?
It is amazing. I can't believe it.
I was a little disappointed that it's under construction, but...
Some renovation work going on, yeah. But can at least go inside and still see it. So.
But that view is amazing. With the sun setting. It's those kind of displays that really get you.